My name is Kate Clancy. I wrote the book, Period, The Real Story of Menstruation, and here are a few myths. 1, bears are not, in fact, attracted to the smell of menstrual blood. So if you're on your period and going for a hike, you don't have anything particular to worry about. Sharks, also not attracted to menstrual blood. You can, in fact, be menstruating and in the ocean at the same time. Another myth about periods is that there is one ideal period to which we should all aspire. There is a lot of variation in what a functional menstrual cycle looks like. It doesn't have to be 28 days. The two halves of the cycle don't have to be equal. And even the way that the hormones look through the cycle are not the same for every ovulatory cycle. There is not a heroic prince sperm that is doing all the work when it comes to pregnancy. We actually know that isn't true in a bunch of different ways. One is that we know the ovaries are constantly active and producing waves of follicle recruitment to constantly try to find a great egg for the next cycle. We know that the egg itself is not just kind of sitting around and waiting for its prince, but in fact makes a lot of determinations about which sperm it chooses. We know that the uterus is also getting in on this by creating cervical crypts that store sperm and selectively allow some of them to travel up to the fallopian tube. And then, of course, the big major one is that the uterus itself is also doing the decision-making about whether or not that fused egg and sperm is going to actually get to implant. We often assume that having a lot of adipose tissue is bad for your menstrual cycle. There is actually very little evidence to support this. In fact, the opposite is true. If you weigh too little, if you don't eat enough, those are the kinds of things that can harm your menstrual cycle. Periods are not useless and are not toxic. In fact, they are a very necessary component of endometrial cycling. Current evolutionary theories and mechanistic theories about why we have menstruation is that it is actually a necessary type of endometrial practice in order to increase a healthy pregnancy and reducing the risk of things like preeclampsia. The book actually looks at the weird stuff around periods that says that they're actually kind of wondrous and cool and fun, and appreciates that blood and tissue are actually kind of cool.